Hello guys, welcome to our channel 3 Recaps. In today's video, I'm gonna recap a recently released Chinese movie called Ride On with Jackie Chan in the lead role. So please subscribe if you are new to the channel. The movie begins and we see a man named Lao Luo, who is having sweet dreams. When suddenly his horse comes there, and dragging him by the hairs, dips his mouth in water. In fact, it was special routine of the horse to wake up his master, whom he follows daily in the morning. This horse's name is Red. Luo takes him to a place and ties him there, and again sleeps there. Then we see two men who are riding horses, and they are talking about Luo that once upon a time Luo was a prolific stuntman, but now his financial condition is even worse than beggars. Scene shifts and we see Luo, who was drinking at a hotel. A man named Dami appears there and asks Luo to return his debt. When Luo tries to avoid, Dami says him to give his horse instead of debt, but Luo refuses and Dami gets angry, so he attacks Luo. Luo beats his men and also saves his horse. While running from there, he reaches a show where he performs some stunts. After that, he hides his horse and himself at a secret place, because of which Dami and his men can't find Luo, and they go ahead. The next day, when Luo is in backyard with his horse, two people come there. Both of them tell Luo that 3 years back you got this horse from Alanpa. The legal battle which he was carrying since 20 years between Hexen and Alanpa is over, and Alanpa has lost this case, so Hexen has auctioned the horse, and now you have to give this horse to us. But Luo wasn't ready to leave Red at any cost, so he tells them to get out, and then two people, Xiamo and Young, appear there doing stunts. Actually, they stay with Luo. Those people get scared upon seeing them and leaves from there. After that, Luo shows them the notice of court, and Young, while pointing towards Luo's daughter's picture, says that we need a lawyer. Then we see Luo's daughter, whose name is Bao, and she is a university student studying law. Luo comes to her and asks for legal help, but she refuses to help him, saying that she has not become a lawyer yet. Luo, being sad, leaves from there. Then we see Bao's boyfriend Naihua. She comes to him and starts talking. On the other side, when Luo was sad, a man named Da Wei comes to him and offers a role to Luo and Red for a movie. Luo gets very happy and shows him some stunts. Then we see that Naihua says to Bao that my family wants to see your parents, upon which Bao tells him that she is orphan. In the next scene, we see Bao with her mother, who tells her to develop a good relationship with Luo. Here we come to know that Bao's mother has died long ago, and Bao is imagining her. Next morning, when Bao was having breakfast, she sees Luo, who has come there with Red in a weird dressing. Actually, he wants people to take picture with him in exchange for some money. Here he also performs some stunts, but nobody shows any interest. Bao feels sad for him. Therefore, she goes to meet him. She tells him that I can ask my boyfriend to help you if you want because he is a lawyer. Then she explores that place and also meets Red. Red also shows great love for her. After a few days, we see Naihua, who has come to see Luo because he is ready to help him. We are shown that 3 years earlier, Luo found Red in a very pitiable condition. Luo adopted him, and since then, he is taking care of Red as a family member. At present moment, we see that Bao introduces Naihua with Red. Luo asks him to do some stunts with Red. While showing stunts, Red falls down, due to which Naihua gets scared, but Luo tells him that Red is alright. He's just having some fun, because he likes you. Next day, when Luo and Red go for shooting, Bao also comes there to watch shooting, but Red gets scared upon seeing such a crowd, and don't perform stunts, due to which they are thrown out from the shooting set. Luo, being depressed, sits on a roadside, and Red tries to say sorry to him. Bao comes there. She encourages Red, and tells him not be scared from anyone. After that, Luo and Red again goes for shooting, and this time they perform amazing stunts. Everyone gets shocked upon seeing such stunts. Luo and Red are praised by everyone. Next day, the same two people again come to Luo and give him a warning notice about Red. Bao tells them to leave from there. Red destroys the notice and pushes them out. When Luo and Bao goes out for dinner, Dami comes there and asks Luo about debt. Red gets angry and kicks him in the face. Again, a fight starts between them, and Xiamo also reaches there, and they beat shit out of Dami and his men. After that, Luo and Bao leaves from there with Red. When this fight goes viral, Luo and Red are hired for several films. But during a shooting, Red gets seriously injured, due to which Bao gets depressed, and she angrily says Luo to stop this work, fearing that he and Red might suffer dangerous injuries. Next day, Luo and Bao have dinner with Naihua's family. Luo was feeling very uncomfortable here, and he was doing some weird things. Bao tells them that her father is not feeling comfortable here. That's why he is doing such things. After dinner, Naihua and his family leave from there. As soon as they leave, Bao gets angry on Luo for embarrassing her in front of Naihua's family. When Bao and Red were watching their stunts on TV, Luo comes there and Bao tells him that he is very good father. Luo gets emotional upon hearing this. Scene changes, and we see that 8 years ago when Luo was doing stunt on a building, he got a serious injury on his head that sent him bankrupt and lost the custody of his daughter after divorcing his late wife while she was still young. Actually, Luo was telling all this to Bao. Now, Luo promises her to stop doing stunt work. On one night, the debt collectors, including Dami, tries to steal Red, but Red wakes up and runs away. Luo comes there and a fight starts between them again. But after a brief confrontation, Luo pays his debt and invites Dami, the leading debt-collecting thug, to become one of his disciples. The next day, Yuanji, famous actor of the city, Luo's apprentice, invites him for a role in his film which pays homage to stunt work. Luo accepts as a final job, to Bao's dismay. Whilst filming, Luo insists on performing a dangerous stunt himself, but is unable to finish it after remembering Bao's words and quits the job. Despite being able to reconcile with Bao once again, Luo loses Red's case and is forced to sell them to a company. Refusing to leave them torn apart, Bao and Naihua convince the company's CEO, He-Shin, to return Red and show him footage of Luo's previous stunt work to display his dedication to his work. He-Shin returns Red to Luo, explaining that he intended to return the horse already. Red had attempted to starve himself while being owned by the company. He-Shin leaves as Luo, Bao, and Naihua reunite with Red. The movie ends here.